Hello everybody, my name is Synthetic Frost, and if you're like me, you're trying to do Galakras, and because of the MOP remix, he no longer goes down to one cannon. You need two people to do it, so you need to skip him again. You can't solo the boss fight. So, warriors and rogues have had it easy because they've had heroic jump. They can do the trick I'm about to show you to heroic leap up the mountain and go into Orgrimmar and skip the boss. But Shaman thus far have not been able to do it. But I think I have done this once already, so I know it works. But you need gust of gust of wind, and it takes a slightly different path than the warriors take, but I was able to finally do the skip as a shaman, which is great. So now I can get the Dark Shaman set. But basically what you want to do is you want to jump to here, and warriors and rogues will jump up here with heroic leap, but as a shaman you kind of just want to jump over here. And then the bad thing about this is it is more difficult than on a warrior or a rogue, because you do need to use gust of wind a lot, and you need to wait for it to cool down every time. So it's kind of a hassle, but it does work. I have done this. You kind of get up here, and then again you have to wait for it to cool down. But basically you jump from here instead of here. Yeah, there you go. And then up here, this is kind of tricky sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You might need to wait for your gust of wind to come up again, which I think I'm going to do from right here. Okay. Now, this is kind of a tricky part because you can't heroic leap up here. You can't do it. And one thing I ran into a lot is if you're too close to the side of this tree here, you can't jump your full extent. And trying to mount will be blocked because it will automatically dismount as soon as it mounts because of the collision. So what you want to do is get as close to this as you can, and then pull back ever so slightly, kind of like that. And never mind, just slightly more. Okay, so what I do is there's a tiny little ledge right here, and as long as you have the full width or full height of your jump, you want to be very specific about this. I keep falling all the time if I try to hold forward while I'm jumping, so do not touch the movement keys at all, but aim right for it, jump, and there you go. Now you're on it. But do not really move that much. You can try and go up a little bit, but there's an invisible wall here, and you can't go very far. But what I like to do is go down just a little bit, and instead of aiming for over here like warriors and rogues do, I aim straight up, straight for the top, jump, and the important part there is do not hold forward, do not move, because if you move and hold forward, you'll slip and fall right down the cliff, and I've done that several times and I fell all the way down there. So don't do that. Don't move when you use your gust of wind. Just stay where you are, jump, and forward, and now you're up. And from here you can pretty much do the skip as everyone else does it. Whereas I'm going to back up just the slightest bit so I get some forward momentum. Jump and leap. Oh, that's a little low. I landed a little lower than I did last time, so I'm not gonna risk trying to finagle it. I'm gonna wait for my guest to come back up. There we go. Okay, so yeah, from here you can do the skip as intended, like every other class. Come up here. There we go. And one thing that I wish I'd known sooner, I main a warrior, so Shaman is kind of my alt class, so I didn't know Gust of Wind did this, but you can use it just like disengage on a hunter or a heroic whip on a warrior and negate full damage with it. So, yeah. From here, you just go over here. I'm gonna mount up. And I'm gonna negate the full damage with it here. But basically, if you don't have it, you can just slide down this and kind of take full damage. Now from here, you just do it as every other class. Then you will get on the catapult here. I'll get on a smaller amount so it's a little easier to see. Oops. Yeah, sometimes it does that. It doesn't jump when I tell it to. There we go. Now, at this part, you want to be careful. There's a whole bunch of invisible walls around this gate here. So you want to land roughly in this area right here. But I'm going to heal up first so I don't die. But there's a whole bunch of invisible walls, and you can't get out if you fall into any of them. So right about here. Then you can just do Beyond Juggernaut. Alright. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.